Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Blockchain Backer bringing you the latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. And today we have plenty of news and analysis to go over. Typically, we're covering pretty much analysis, I would say 85 to 90% of the time, and maybe only like 10 or 15% of the time are we covering news, but obviously we have major news to cover today. And at the end of this video, I will cover who the winner was from yesterday's video regarding the Unstoppable Domains promotion. So someone did win $100 in XRP. We will be doing that again today. So in order to enter that, you just need to have an unstoppable domain or a .crypto domain. You need to have your XRP wallet tied to your domain and then type the address down here in the comment section of this video that we're talking on right now. So today's video, type your domain address down in here. We'll be doing it again today. But at the end of this video, we'll cover who won yesterday and some more details about it. But if you'd like to get yourself a domain, you can visit the affiliate link in the description of this video. So in this video, we'll be taking a look at the total altcoin market cap chart, the Ripple XRP price chart, Bitcoin chart, and just really a broad look at the cryptocurrency market in general. And of course, we have to talk about the major black swan, wild, whatever you want to call it, news event that occurred yesterday, and that Twitter was hacked. We had many huge accounts that were hacked, such as Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Jeff Bezos, Uber, and the list goes on and on and on. Of course, several cryptocurrency major accounts were hacked, such as CZ, Binance, Ripple, and it's essentially the same thing that we've been seeing in the advertisements that are the reason why I've turned these advertisements off is that they're running a scam. It's the same old scam that you always see. Send me X amount of something, I'll send you back 2 times the amount. As expected, this news did make it national, so it pretty much was covered by every major news network, and yeah, so that's how Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies made their way into major headlines yesterday. It was with a hacker or group of hackers taking over Twitter and posting the classic old school scam. So we're going to talk about this for a little bit here, right? Now, first things first, during the entire time that this was going on, so for me, this was mid-afternoon, right? I believe this happened shortly after the US stock market closed. So it did not happen during stock market hours. It happened right after it closed. So whatever time that is for you, that's about when it happened. This was not during market hours. It happened right after the market closed. Yesterday also happened to be tax day here in the United States. So everybody's taxes were due yesterday. But during the time of this event going on, which lasted for about an hour and a half, of where all these major personalities on Twitter were posting this scam because they were hacked, the cryptocurrency market was relatively unaffected. You would think that there would have been a lot of panic selling, there would have been a lot of people freaking out, what would have happened, but no, the market actually remained flat during all of it, during all the chaos. And then, of course, several hours later, after that, we get a little bit of a sell-off, right? We got Bitcoin down about 1%. We have the rest of the crypto market down about 3%. Now, at this point, when I look at the chart, I don't see anything that looks broken to me, right? I still see a support level that's still holding for the total altcoin market cap. I don't see any type of major sell-off. I mean, you can call 2 or 3% a major sell-off. Like in a regular market, a normal person would say, oh my goodness, I lost 3% of my money today. Obviously, we're a little bit more trained here in this arena because this is the most volatile market in the world. We can see 7% down one day. We could see 14% up the next day. We could see 20% down the next day and then 80% up the next day. So we see a lot of that type of volatility here in this market. So is 3% a lot? I would not say that 3% is very much, and I don't see any type of support being broken at this point. Of course, we were hoping that we were going to continue our ride up right here, but it looks like we have come back down to the support. So if this support level gets taken out, I'll zoom in a little bit. So if we kind of lose the support right here on the total altcoin market cap down here at 94 billion, and then if we start going even lower and we lose 92, then I'll start getting kind of concerned. But as of right now, so long as we're still holding the support level, I'm not going to be concerned, particularly when we look over here right around there. So long as that level is holding, I'm not going to be concerned. If it starts breaking down lower, then I would start to get concerned. Now, here's the deal. In the total grand scheme of it all, I do expect that we are going to see some type of rise up and then likely consolidation, and this line will get violated. But as for a short-term grind up right now, I'd like to see it hold so we can get our pump up right now. As for the XRP price chart, a little bit hit or miss here, right? So I'll show you the things that I do see. Hard to pick what's going to happen next. I'll just show you the only things that I do see, right? So we can usually see that a 50% retrace is the most common place to see a lot of resistance at, and I'll show you this. So right here we go. Here's this entire ride down, right? 50% retracement. You can see 50%, and it does cross 50%, but in general, 50% is the place where we do see the reversal take place at. Now we come over here and we'll measure this move down that we have down here. So put this like this, and we are going to measure this whole move from down here, the bottom to the top. A 50% retrace takes us right here, right? You can see that 50% was a level that did hold at this point as well. So let me get this off the screen now, and we'll do it one more time. So now we're going to measure this entire move that we have right here. And you can see that we have now retraced 50% of this move that we have made to the upside. So I would like to see this level hold, right? If we go lower than that, we're probably going to be closing gaps down here. But as of right now, we're just kind of following the same old structure of 50% pullback, 50% pullback, 50% pullback, and even on the smaller time frames, 50% pullback. So I'd like to see it bounce up out of here. Let's not go any lower than that. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know what the effects are going to be of what we all witnessed yesterday, but I do want to talk about it for a minute because something is a little odd with all of it to me, okay? And this is where, welcome for all the people who are new to the channel in the last month or two. There's a few times where the blockchain backer likes to throw on his tinfoil hat, and we're about to get one of those moments right now. So what is going on with my channel right now? What is something that's weird, unique, and I had to make like a crazy decision this week to do, right? It's not something that a content creator really ever wants to have to do. And it's that I had to turn off my advertisements on my channel, right? I had to demonetize the advertisements and not run ads right now because for some reason, some really odd reason, a bunch of scam advertisements have been getting beyond the security check, right? Somehow they're getting past approval and they're getting run all over the place, and it's constant. And it's the exact same thing, right? Send us X amount of this, we'll send you back 2 times the amount of that. Somehow this has been running for 5 days. We've never seen that before here on this platform where these ads are getting through. Yet somehow they're not getting taken down. Yesterday I had stated, hey, I was looking around and I'm noticing they're starting to vanish. That's great. So that's a good sign. And then you know what? Right after I posted my video, I went and watched another video and boom, I saw it right away. I'm like, oh, there it is. I can't believe I even said that on my channel because there it is. It's running right there. So it's weird, right? This week only, we're having that happen. Somehow that's getting past the radar. That's getting past the approval process, the human review process. Somehow that's getting it, and it's getting just blasted everywhere, right? So I've turned off my ads on my channel during this time because I don't want my audience to get exposed to that. Now, like I said before, I can't save the world. I can't stop it, and 99.9% of people aren't going to fall for it. It's the oldest trick in the book. Send me X amount of this, I'll send you back 2X of that. And let's just make it clear, just for the out of the 10,000 or 15,000, whatever amount of people who watch this, and the 10 people, the 5 people who would fall for it, and obviously the 14,995 would not, but to the 5 people, right? No one is ever going to send you back anything if you send it to them. Ever. All right. Shouldn't have to clarify that, but we'll say it. Now, a lot of times companies will run marketing campaigns where they'll give out free stuff, right? That's normal. Companies do that. That's how they do marketing. It's how they get their name out there. That's common stuff. But no one's ever going to send you anything back if you just send it to them. It's like doing the whole Persian Prince email thing from back in the 90s or whatever, right? If you can't see, no one is going to send you back money if you send them money first, okay? That's just life. And you can't really protect those type of people who fall for that type of stuff, right? That's just a common sense type thing. You don't do that. But anywho, back to what I'm saying. So for 5 days, we've been getting these ads run all over the place, right? And they're not getting taken down for some reason. They're getting past the review. First of all, they're getting past the review process in the first place, and then they're never getting taken down. That's odd to me. That's going on this week, and I have the ads turned off on my channel this week. And then we have the greatest Twitter hack in history. It's never happened before where somebody has been granted access to every account. Doesn't matter if the account had 10,000 followers or 100,000 followers or literally 100 million followers. The hackers had access to be able to post and pretend to be anybody on Twitter. Doesn't matter if you're a presidential candidate or SpaceX or the owner of Amazon. They were able to be any of them. Now, if you think about what kind of power somebody would have in that position, out of all the things they could do in the world, I mean, I can let my mind wander and come up with so many things you could do in that position, even if you didn't want to be malicious, right? Malicious in like not a non-financial way, right? Let's just stick to financials, right? If you wanted to think of the ways that you could make money doing that, how many different ways you could think of what you could do in that scenario? I can think of a lot. And you come over here and you look at the address that was used, because they used the same Bitcoin address on every single one of them that they did, and they literally took over the Twitter world. They owned the whole thing. And they were only able to net 12.85 Bitcoins out of the whole thing, which is about $120,000. So man, $120,000, that's all you were able to get. I would call that a complete failure. Complete failure. Now you say, oh, they might not have been very smart. They just weren't really thinking. Really though? I mean, they pulled off the greatest Twitter hack in history, the greatest social media hack in history, the most complicated thing, and then they post, hey, send us one and we'll send you back two. Really? That's odd. The greatest Twitter hack in history, and that's the thing that they do. And at the exact same time, for the last 5 days, we've been dealing with that same kind of stuff over here, getting those advertisements at the same time. Now, I kind of posted something a little bit like this on my Twitter yesterday, so I'm sure you're thinking, oh man, I wonder where you're going with this. I don't have an answer for you. I don't know. But I can tell you something doesn't smell right. And I always like to say that when it doesn't, because it doesn't smell right. It doesn't smell right that these things would get through YouTube for 5 days and never get pulled down. And it doesn't smell right that the greatest historical Twitter hack takes place. And out of all the things they do with that power that they held at that one moment in time, they said, send me one and we'll send you back two. That's weird how both those events took place at the same time. So then I come back to the point, I try to think to myself, right? So, and I'm sure a lot of people have been trying to think to themselves too. Is this event bullish or is this event bearish, right? Common sense would tell you that it was very negative, right? So I sometimes try to think, well, am I just looking for the bullish case of all of this, or is there something actually bearish about all of it? But let's talk about it, right? Somebody would clearly tell you, oh, it's bearish, it's negative, right? I mean, it casts such a negative light on the cryptocurrency world with what just happened. Maybe. That might be true. I can't argue that. But I also think about the timing of it all, right? We have the great coin shortage of 2020 in the United States. We have all these companies going into a cashless format now, where they're not accepting cash. You have all these people who are completely scared that the government is going to be tracking every single purchase that they make. And then you watch somebody pull off this massive hack and they use Bitcoin so that they can't be tracked. We're saying, right? You have people who are scared of a cashless society. You have people who are seeing this coin shortage. They're seeing businesses no longer accepting cash. You can only use credit card. They're worried about the government tracking every single thing that they do. And then right into the forefront plops into their lap this Bitcoin thing, right? Where these people decided they wanted Bitcoin because they didn't want anyone knowing who they were. Now, is that bullish or is that bearish? Well, if it's bearish, then you'd have to say, well, the only people who can really sell it off would be the people who already own it, right? So are we going to scare the people out of it who already have it? Or does the exposure of it all to the entire world getting to see this, does that buying behavior of the people who don't own it and just saw it, does that, offset any type of fear-driven sell-off that would occur? I don't know. It's kind of a confusing one, right? Especially at the times we're in right now. If we didn't have this thing of people being so scared about a cashless society at the exact same time going on, and then this idea just got plopped in front of them for them to see it, right? Wait a minute, if I own some Bitcoin, then blah, 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 right? I don't know. And I already know what some of the comments are going to be for the negative side of it all. You're going to say, oh, we're going to see a crackdown in regulations. We're going to see blah, blah, a lot of speculative negative things, right? We don't really have anything negative yet. Like, we don't. You could speculate that something negative may happen, but we don't have anything negative yet. We don't know if that's going to happen. We've talked about this many times in the past. Like if the United States specifically was the only one who said no cryptocurrencies for everybody, then the rest of the world would pretty much dominate the United States, right? So are they really in a position where they can actually do that even in this event right here? Because the truth of the matter of what happened here is it's not like the hackers actually held Twitter for hostage or for ransom, right? And used Bitcoin to do it. They didn't do that. They just hacked Twitter and then posted a scam, which is so odd to me. It's still, I go back to that. That is the weirdest thing you could possibly do if you were the one who actually took full control of Twitter. That is so weird. Like that's like the lazy man scam, right? It just doesn't add up to me that that's the thing that they did with that power. So either way, I know that most people tune into this channel to see, hey, what's the technical analysis? What's your viewpoint, right? And what are you seeing today? And they don't tune in probably to hear me kind of ramble like this. But for my old school viewers and anybody who is here in like the first 20,000 subscribers, you guys have definitely heard this before. So it's a mind bender, that's for sure. But as for the technicals, you guys see it. I'm showing it to you right there. So we see a 50% retrace right there on this previous move for XRP. I really want to see that support level hold. For the total altcoin market cap, I want to see our current level hold. And for Bitcoin, still, once again, it's ranging. I mean, we can all, visually speaking. So here we go. Here's one of those psychological things that we've got going on here, right? So it's one of these again. You psychologically see it. Your psychology tells you that, right? Is that really what happens? We know that your psychology and your eyes will play a trick on you and your eyes just will visualize this thing continuing down in that downward direction. So outside of that, what can we say, right? The only things we could say is that, well, here's the range that it's in, and it's sitting in the dead middle of it. So my current stance on all of it right now is that nothing has changed in the structure. We still are up here. We're still above this. We still have the retracements. We have everything set up. I'm still going to stick with it. That we're going to see a rise right up here for the total altcoin market cap to about 138 billion. Obviously, we need to be watching what's going to be happening over the next couple of days because this was a major event and this happened less than 24 hours ago. So we'll see how the markets react. We'll see what people say on television. We'll see if there's any type of politicians who come out and make some type of statement about it. We'll all see together. But otherwise, it is not broken yet. But with a major event or news story that we had like yesterday, short-term volatility can be wild. So we'll all find out together right now. But I could tell you from this current moment right now, the charts have not broken, but we're going to have to play the wait and see on this one. All right, so let's announce the winner from yesterday's Unstoppable Domains promotion. So Unstoppable Domains is sending $100 in XRP to domains who have set up their XRP wallets within their own domain. So if you're unfamiliar with what Unstoppable Domains is, it gives you the ability to have your own crypto address or crypto domain where you can tie multiple different currencies to it, including your pay ID. You can see right here in this video them adding all of these different addresses into their own one domain. That gives you the ability to, if you are using an integrated wallet such as the Atomic wallet or Edge wallet, rather than having to type in long string addresses with all the characters and numbers, you can just enter in the very simple domain address such as mine, which is bcbacker.crypto. So it kind of consolidates all of your addresses into one simple address that you can use from integrated wallets, which are growing constantly. So the point of them running this promotion was so that they could increase the usage because they've seen a large amount of new accounts being created, new domains being added, but they don't want people just to buy them and park them and do nothing with them. They've put a lot of work into these things. They want to see people use the functionality of these things. So during this promotion, they've stated, hey, if you guys put your XRP wallet address into your domain, so you claim your domain and insert your XRP wallet address and then type your address down into the comments section of my video from yesterday, today, and tomorrow, one person will be picked each day in order to get $100 in XRP sent to their domain. Well, yesterday was the first day of us doing this. They went through the comments, picked it out, sent it over to me, and here's the screenshot of which one they grabbed, which is from Crypto Forever, primevision.crypto. Love your videos, bro. It helps me to stay focused and aware in the crypto space. Wish you well. Congratulations, you were the winner from yesterday's video. They went ahead and sent me over this video showing that they were sending it to primevision.crypto, and sure enough, there's $100 going in, and we're going to watch it. There you go. It's sent. So they sent me over the transaction ID. I did check it, and sure enough, it has been sent. So congratulations, you are the winner. So we're going to be doing that again today and tomorrow. So once again, in today's video, this video that you're watching right now, if you already have a domain, if you have your XRP wallet tied to your domain, so that is the big kicker there. You must have your XRP wallet tied to your domain, because if you are the winner, that's how they're going to send their XRP to you. So down here in the comments section, type in your domain name. For example, mine would be bcbacker.crypto. Hit comment and boom, you are entered. Now, if you need help getting a domain, or if you need help getting your domain set up with your XRP wallet inside of it, you can just click on the link here in the description of this video and head up to the top left corner of Unstoppable Domains where this menu icon is. Click here and go to Feature Guide, and Feature Guide will walk you through the setup process and walk you through getting your XRP wallet put into your own domain. So again, congratulations to the winner. We'll do that again today, and we'll do that again tomorrow. And if you'd like to get yourself a domain, you can visit the affiliate link here in the description of the video. Also in this description, I do have the terms and conditions for the Unstoppable Domains promotion, because this is something they are running. This is not something I am running. You can read the terms and conditions to confirm if you are eligible. So all right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Man, what a wild 24 hours we have had. So we'll see what the next 24 hours brings to us, if this chaos will continue, because we've now had multiple things going on this week. So let's see what today has to bring for us. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching my channel. Please like this video and give it a thumbs up. I always check it. It means a lot to me. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified of when I create new content and when I go live. As always, this is not investment advice and I'm not a financial advisor, but if you ever need a pick me up or a little bit of reassurance, just remember that the blockchain backers got your back. Have a good one.